What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Joe. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Kimo. The map is Mediterranean, everyone's favorite map, where all the interesting things happen, like boats moving forward, boats moving backwards, boats moving forward, boats moving backwards. There's no rule on repeated maps in this tournament, and it was a random map generated by the gods of Age Mythology. Ensemble Studios themselves decreed that this would be Game 4 of this series on Mediterranean. And we continue. We see Joe moving back into Odin, expecting Uranos. Kimo going with Ra here. Ra against Odin on Mediterranean is not a matchup you see very often. We'll see what Joe's got in store for Kimo here. I've seen him do some pretty nasty fast heroics here with Odin against Ra. In fact, there may have been a game that I played in a 2v2 tournament or something, where a certain somebody got killed with trees. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was just there. I just participated. Chrono Checho. Okay. Doc coming up now for Kimo, getting everything happening. Could be a little bit of a later advance time, it looks like. 444 is the standard build here for Ra. Gets you out at about 5 minutes with about 10 to 12 fishing ships and 5 docks. Did I say that? 5 minutes, 5 docks, 10 to 12 fishing ships. Very, very good build order against Odin here. And we'll see what Joe's going to do. It looks like, yeah, well, maybe he's learned from his lesson. Didn't get housed this game. And here we go. They're going to move around the map with the scaling here. Villagers moving over onto this gold mine. 4 villagers there. Kimo's going to fix that up soon. If Hagrid's watching, he would be very disappointed right now. We see 2 Shret coming over. The villagers getting fixed up. More fishing ships getting built. Temple coming up now. I think maybe Kimo might be trying to adjust because he made a bit of a mistake here. This temple going up. Or maybe he's going up a bit faster. This could be a little bit of a tweak in the standard build order to get him up at a bit quicker. But is he gonna have the resource? I don't think he'll have the resources to advance here. Maybe he does. I don't know. We'll see. For a 445, maybe that's what he's going for. It looks like. Oh, no shift clicking. What is Kimo doing? Taking it easy this game. Feels like Ra vs Odin on Mediterranean is a bit easy. And there's Star. So this is an interesting one. He get up about. He went with the 15 seconds faster, but I think maybe scuffed the macro up just a little bit there. But he's going to still be able to get out of the docks, do everything he wants to do here. Another ox cart coming up for Joe. He wants to separate his villagers. Freya coming through, nice and late here by Joe. Very, very late advance time with only 9 fishing ships. Obviously, this is Mediterranean. So going up with any more than 9 fishing ships, going up with 10, 11 fishing ships is generally the most you can do. Sometimes you get 2 perch or 2 lots of perch, so you can get a build with like 13 fishing ships, but generally speaking, that's about it. Another house coming up for Joe. Oh, he's going for the fast heroic, it looks like. Making a couple of Hersa. Going to be eating these boar. I like it. It's a good try. It's a good option. But no forward temple is a question mark here for me. Because you want to put the forward temple in. The mountain giant walks into the opponent's base, starts killing houses, killing docks, doing whatever he wants to do. And you get the walking woods as well. And you can really do some damage But we'll see what happens here. Forest Fire immediately onto this location, which I don't mind here as well because it's a really nice forest. But Kimo does have 2 other nice forests as well. We do see the fishing ships getting garrisoned here immediately as Joe is throwing down his armory. Going to be attempting to get to the next age as soon as he possibly can. You can advance really fast on water maps here. And we do see that that's exactly what Joe's going to be doing. Going for like a 6-minute or like a sub 7-minute heroic age would probably be good here. And it's looking like Kimo not feeling ready to move in with his cabinets and letting Joe get away with murder fishing here as he's got the cabinets out. He should be controlling the water right now. Njord on the way. Raven and Valkyrie chilling here. And we'll see what happens with this this strategy. We might see a Kraken. Do we have favor? Joe's got a little bit of favor, but no real favor. And we are seeing the cabinets retreating back here. What do you do if your Kimo is the question? The Pharaoh coming over here. Going to be hitting the Valkyrie away. We see a shifting sands. The shifting sands pulls the Hersa and the Ulfsark in. But this could be a good thing for Joe. Leave the infantry forward. Longhouse, Hillfort. Go for some sort of land all in here. Build a couple of buildings here. The Wadjet doesn't actually see what's going on. Sees the boar here, Dad, but that's about it. Now Joe moving over. We don't see any priest. How much gold in the bank for Kimo? No gold in the bank here. All the fishing ships getting pushed back. Njord coming out. The Kraken does get garrisoned. We see the rain from Kimo. Very standard. Joe not fast enough here to get that one off. We see the raids coming through. Trying to pick off some villagers. He will be able to get one. The tower, a little bit too close to get damage done. The Pharaoh coming over. Another villager does get picked off. 2 villager kills for Joe. Do we see some priests coming out? We do not see the priests coming out just yet. More villagers getting pumped. The cabinets here chilling in the middle of the map as dragon ships getting built. We've got 1 Kraken out here ready to start taking down these cabinets here. The mountain giant making his way over. Yes, he is waddling his way over. This is why I thought that maybe a forward temple might have been a better idea. It's obviously it's a little bit more risky because Kimo might see it, but that's going to be it. We see a nice micro from Joe pulling back the dragon ship. Do we see Mithril, whatever it's called, heroic fleet? No heroic fleet. And the Kraken you kind of want to just distract with the Kraken, move in when he has a special and run back. There's the Walking Woods coming through. Pharaoh going to be doing some damage, but the Walking Pines can take him down so very, very fast. They don't actually have negative bonus damage against heroes like other myth units. So the Pharaoh will get picked off very quickly. We see the Walking Pines making their way over onto these villages here, going for some raids. The Mountain Giant taking down a dock in the back here. These dragon ships doing absolute work. No micro from Kimo to speak of to try and dodge these. Actually, he's trying to dodge them very, very nicely here as the dragon ships just continuing to pump in here. The villagers retreating away. The Pharaoh getting the damage done. But the Mountain Giant managing to take 1 dock down. Going to be slowing down the production of Kimo quite considerably. Meanwhile, the dragon ships here going after the cabinets. And it's looking like the cabinets are able to win this fight, even though Kimo's not able to produce any more. The Walking Pines walking around Kimo's base, preventing as much as he possibly can. The Kraken has fallen, though. But it's looking like Joe is starting to make this, or is actually not managing to win this fight here, as these cabinets just doing so much damage to the dragon ships. There's just not enough of them out in order to win the fight. There's just way too many cabinets. We are seeing the Mountain Giant just about to take down another dock though of Kimo. There's only 1 left, and I don't think 1 priest is going to be enough to stop the Mountain Giant here. The Valkyrie does fall, and now Joe making his way over to kill the other one. And we'll see Joe just garrisoning dragon ships yet again. And the last dock of Kimo has been picked off here for Joe. What an absolute game we are having right now. As the mountain giant retreating away, we see some docks getting rebuilt by Kimo. This is going to give Joe some time to recoup over here. The villagers moving over onto this gold mine as Joe has run out. As you have a lot of wood in the bank, he has got so much wood in the bank here. And now Kimo going to town on these dragon ships. There's lots of low HP cabinets here that you got to focus fire. Nice micro from Kimo. Yet again, you have to be on your game. Nice micro running back and forth, able to continue winning with the cabinets here. And Joe looks like he is running out of steam, still trying to produce dragon ships, but not able to do so at any rate that is worthwhile here. And it looks like Kimo able to secure the water for the time being. And Joe is rebuilding those dragon ships. He wants to win the water. He's not letting go here. He actually probably could have at a point here just let go of the water and then built town centers. Could have been an option made and went for those ring giver Jarls or something like that. You know, seeing, oh, this Pharaoh's so low. This mountain giant going for a sneak attack here. Where can he hit? Or even over here, seeing these villagers getting hit by the bear. We do have those dragon ships are out. It wouldn't be a bad idea to mix in some longboats as well, to be honest. That way, if Kimo is going to micro back and forth, at least he's getting a little bit of damage done. And now we do have a good amount of dragon ships here by Joe. And Kimo losing a lot of ships, not paying attention as the mountain giant going back in onto the docks. Going to be preventing... Oh, the hilarity ensues. This mountain giant getting super value here. And these cabinets, he is turning back and fighting. Cabinets going for some raids maybe. Dodging the dragon ships. Another reason to build a couple of longboats here. And as we do see some of the longboats coming out just to finish up on the water. The town center is going to be here for Kimo though. And Kimo did go tar, so he can transition into farms. He has used rain though. So he doesn't have that farm transition as good as it normally is. The mountain giant moving over. Killing off another dock. The dragon ships can just ignore the, they can just ignore the cabinets and just take down the docks yet again. They do so much damage to them. All of that crush damage, plus well, they have a negative 50% against buildings, but it's so much crush damage. You do see all the docks falling. And Kimo's dreams of being, of having a navy, they're long gone. Seeing some forward buildings here for Joe. He can go for mountain giant pushes. I would love to see a town center though, but he still hasn't even thought about it. Maybe going straight to the mythic age here through tier. Not a bad idea to just like slow down the economy of Kimo even more. And Joe's mountain giant. Look at that. Basically 2 hits the house. 3 hits the house there. These cabinets all falling as Joe wins the water. We see the fishing ships starting to get built here. And Joe, they're sitting at 105 or 105 population. No town centers are in range of the shore though. And Kimo's farms are out. He's got a decent economy. I know Joe can delete his navy and stay one town center here maybe. There is a random villager here. It's going to spot this forward temple. Forward hill fort as well. This sneak attack. Not going to be that useful. The barracks coming up for Kimo. There's the town center for Joe. No walls up on this side. Kimo could make some sneak plays down that side. See this mountain giant, the legendary mountain giant of game number 4. Still alive. Still doing his thing. And Joe can slowly delete these dragon ships. And he needs to get this town center up as well, but he's just not going for it. Okay. Making some infantry units. We see no units being built for Kimo. Kimo wants to get heroic age here. He's spamming out villages as best as he can. He's not really behind by any stretch. In fact, it's arguable that Kimo is in front right now. Arguable. But we'll see. With the Jarls coming out, we don't get to see Ulf Jarls very often. And they are very strong. If you imagine what a Thracian horse looks like, an Ulf Jarl looks very similar. And you can also get Thundering Hooves for it as well. So you can get like the Spirited Charge, Thracian Horse into these Jarls, and they're so very strong. We see another Mountain Giant getting built. There's really not that many priests out, but we do see Skin of the Rhino, more priests getting built, and a lot of Mountain Giants getting built out for Joe. He's making his move here. See a random villager moving up. And this is what I'm talking about. No walls here. Means Kimo can quarter off the map, and he's doing so. And there's the Ring Giver coming through. It's only 25% extra HP. I say only, it's a lot of extra HP, but it is only 25% extra HP. It's not like this crazy technology. The Mountain Giant going to town on these barracks here as Spearmen getting built. Ring Giver Jarl will be able to beat the especially Ulf Jarl. Will be winning against these Spearmen quite a bit. Joe gets his town center up. Just continuing to push in here, building these units. The Jarls get built really fast as well. That's a big advantage of them. Only 9-second train time. Absolutely crazy. The legendary Mountain Giant that has been alive since 7 minutes into the game has finally gotten picked off. He's throwing away his Mountain Giants here. These Pharaohs and the Priests do so much damage. He needs to get the Jarls onto them to pick them off, but he's not doing so. Maybe a better would have been to try and take down the military production of Kimo here. And Joe's still spamming in onto this location. We see some mercenary getting juiced out here. More Longhouse up. And Joe going to have to retreat back. We see the Ulfsuck coming onto this location here. We'll attempt to build this one up. Kimo opting to try something else here. There is a bear here. Dangerous bear. And Hathor does come through for Kimo. Now we've got to watch out for those rock raids that will be coming. And Joe's still got 2 Mountain Giants, but there's still 4 heroes here for Kimo. But if Joe can get maybe like heavy cavalry out as a win, his town center's still not going up. Joe's struggling mightily for gold here for some reason. That'd be why. Oh, the Locust. And that's a reason why we see a lot of people using Locust randomly with no real thought process, because some games it just wins you the game. We're seeing the game's not over yet. The game is not over yet. These Jarls are really strong here. 270 HP. There's no upgrades. Joe making the push happen. He's not giving up. He's got 1 Mountain Giant here. Picking off the mid goal. We attempt to pick off this Pharaoh. Does not manage to do so. Pharaoh popping out. Mountain Giant does fall here. And this Pitsukos is searching for something here as the village is moving back onto this gold mine over here. Now Joe is continuing to push in onto Kimo's town center here. Kimo's got all the resources in the world, but none of the resources he needs. He needs food. He's got 1 Mountain Giant ready to get created here. The Pitsukos is searching. I love sending this Ulfjarl back. Chase that down. Seeing some villagers getting picked off. Joe needs this Mountain Giant. It is coming now. Should be able to take down the town center now. But there's the Osiris coming out. Still no... Oh, he does have a Pharaoh, and the Mummy will shut down any sort of pushing that Joe can do. Mountain Giant hitting the town center now. As you see a Longhouse down the bottom. Still not grabbing this town center here. The Mummy coming over to pick off the Mountain Giant. Does manage to do so, and that's going to stop Joe's dreams. And Joe does end up tapping out. GG, well played. What a sad ending. That was such a good strategy from Joe. Played so well and just got completely destroyed on this gold mine by that locust. Feels bad, man. GG, well played. Better luck next tournament, Joe. Kimo still the champion of the tournaments that are happening in Age of Mythology of the Titans. If you enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.